Everybody, it's Michael here from GetFitOver40.com, and I've got my updated Promixx. This is the Promixx IR. This is kind of a review slash update. I did a really thorough review of the original one that I got back, I guess it was almost a couple of years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. I'd have to look at the date. But it's the Promixx 2.0. Very similar products. Even if you buy it right now, you can still buy the 2.0 on their website. And it's pretty much the same price as this one. So, you know, if you're gonna buy one, I'd almost suggest you go for this one. I mean, you might possibly like the look of the other one. They're very similar looking. Some slight different design things, like in the lid's got this sort of like area where you could potentially put a strap on here. That's new. I believe the seals are slightly upgraded on this one. The motor, as far as I know, is similar. Both use lithium-ion batteries that are rechargeable with 16,000 RPM motor. So the X, or what's it called? The X blade. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the X blade. I'll show you the box in a second. But the X blade spins at 16,000 RPM, creating the Vortex. You know, they're really, really similar. They have slightly different nutrition cups. It's called the, I gotta remember what this is all, the NutriPod. So the NutriPod I'm gonna show you in this is a little bit different than the original. So watch that original video for sure. I mean, I show you me mixing it for the first time, and they're gonna mix the same. They're the same amount of liquid, so up to 600 milliliters, just over 500, so just over half of a liter. Both of them are the same that way. You know, you can really literally do the same thing. I believe the battery capacity should be very similar. You'll get about 20 mixes with this, and I easily can get through a week, no problem mixing drinks. Now, I'm only probably using it once a day. I'll mix maybe one drink. I often will use ice blended stuff too for some of my shakes. Can't do ice in here, just keep that in mind. It's more for powders. They do show some videos with like putting bananas in it, but you're gonna have to kind of mash them up a little bit first. So you can't cut stuff up with it, and if it's anything that you're gonna put in it that's got a little bit of, you know, substance to it, you might want to mash it up a little bit first. So anyways, getting over all that, what's different? Okay, so what's different is they've definitely improved the charging. Now before, if I can get in here, so that's the charging port. They put a tab on it this time. Before it was like a little thingy to stick your fingernail into, and originally mine, this little tab came off almost immediately, and I'd have to like basically make sure I didn't lose it, because I didn't want to leave it off, because if you are, you know, getting any moisture around it, cleaning it. Now when you do clean it, you can take this whole unit off. You don't wash this part, but that said, you know, you might be putting liquids in there and could spill a little bit on there. You don't want to get any moisture in here. You'll notice it's a standard USB port. They improved that this time around as well. So they actually put a USB port. They had some proprietary plug before with the 2.0 version. Now I believe today's 2.0 version has the same USB port. I'm not 100% sure, but you'll also notice we have our power button here. It doesn't seem like that guy's spinning that fast. It's pretty quiet, but it is spinning pretty quick. Okay, it's 16,000 RPM, and it does a great job of creating that vortex. Let you see this product up and close here, right? I want to show you you can see here these seals and everything are really nice. It's a very high quality product, right? Rubber seals inside. Here's the NutriPod. So it's a totally new design. Before you would have to put like a twist on thing and then twist on again. Now it just pops in. So I think the design is a little bit better. This is a lid that you could take off, right? So you got this NutriPod that you can put powders in there. So you can literally put your water or whatever inside, your powder in here, and take it with you anywhere, and it's ready to go. Okay, so nice product, nice updated product. This one you can see has the stainless steel. The original version had like a brass finish or copper finish. It was pretty nice too. I mean, they're both really gonna work the same. That's why I'm saying watch my video. I show you me mixing up some product in there for the first time to see if it was lumpy, how it mixed, all that kind of stuff. And then I also show how to clean it thoroughly. So, I mean, most of the time you're gonna be probably fine just rinsing it out, maybe a little soap and water. But what I did when I did show the video of me cleaning it is I put like some soap in it and let it go through its mixing, rinse it out. I show you how to make sure you take everything off and stuff. That, you take this off when you clean it. You get this wet, it's not going to necessarily be waterproof, so you don't want to get that motor wet. You can just wipe it off if it gets dirty, right? So, watch that video. It's pretty cool. I think it covers like a lot of detail on this product. And again, both the 2.0 and this iX-R version are very similar in a lot of ways. Just some improvements to the design. Again, this charging port has been improved. The lid's a little bit more versatile, and the NutriPod has been upgraded a bit to make it a little bit easier to use. Just quickly want to show you the box. Okay, so here's the box. Right, we'll go over some of the stuff on it in a second here. I'll just read through some of the stuff. It's always good to have it. So, ergonomic sports lid with the flip cap and integrated attachment loop. So again, that loop is a new thing, and that's pretty cool. If you want to like strap it to stuff, it's cool. The stainless steel trim, premium durable finish, very durable product, ultra performance seals. So those seals are leak proof. They're guaranteed leak proof. The integrated NutriPod, which is 130 milliliters, so you can put 130 milliliters of product in there. You could put a syrup if you want, or you could put a powder. It really depends what you want to use. And up to 600 milliliters, so that's like going right to the top. This line right here is 500, so if you go right to the top, you're going to get up to 600. Now, keep in mind, when you're mixing product, I usually put about half the liquid that I need in there, because when you mix it, the Vortex spinning cycle creates it's going to go higher up, right? Plus, you're going to get some aeration, and so the product will kind of expand a little bit. So I would start with around 200 to 250 mils worth of liquid, which is generally what most protein drinks say, 250 mils of liquid for a scoop. And then put your scoop in there once it's mixing. You'll see that video. And then you can, notice it starts to get up higher. And if you want, you can then add a little bit more liquid just so you don't go over. That's how I would recommend you do it. That's 22 ounces capacity for people that don't like milliliters. The X-Blade technology maximizes the vortex mixing, preserves the micronutrient integrity, so it's not going to disrupt. Like some high-speed blenders, I guess, could affect the nutrition quality. They could pound the living tar out of that, whatever you're mixing, right? So that's not going to happen with these guys. And again, the detachable base plus powerful motor. Rechargeable uses that micro USB charging port, which is super handy. It does come with a cable. Everyone knows what one of those cables looks like. You immediately take it out of here or leave it in the box, because you usually have about 100 other ones just like it. So you can use that with whatever other cable you have. It's not going to make a difference as long as it's micro USB. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank Promixx for setting this product out again for me to review. They're great products. Like I said, I don't always mix every beverage in here. Sometimes I like to mix stuff that's more gritty with ice and stuff. You're not going to want to do that with this, but this is a real quick way. If you're mixing at home with a blender, it's middle of the night, and you throw all that ice in there and you mix, and the thing's super loud. You're waking everyone up in the house. That's not always cool. Super quiet and portable, right? You don't need power. You can take this with you. You can mix it up anytime, anywhere. It's quiet. It's powerful. Just don't try to mix anything, again, that's got a lot of substance to it. Powders, liquids, anything like fruit, if you can mash it up beforehand, will mix up in here. You'll get kind of a pulpy, it's not going to make it super fine in here, but you'll get little bits and pieces. It'll kind of taste good, right? Give you a little bit of substance. So that's my update review for the Promixx iX-R. Great product. I don't like talking price all the time because sometimes the prices change, but it's about $60 Canadian roughly. Here in Canada, I don't know what the price is elsewhere, but about $60. So it's not a cheap product, but it's a quality product that you're going to be able to use for years and years before you have to worry about getting a new one or upgrading it. You might want to upgrade it if they come out with new, better versions, right? So a couple years for any electronic product is usually pretty good. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, take care.